Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be checking out the POWEROWL AAA rechargeable batteries. So you might be thinking to yourself, hey, wait a second, I swear he's done a video on these before, and you might be mostly right. I actually have done a video on these before, and here is the charger for that, but that was for the AA batteries right here. And these, they wanted me to show off to you the AAA batteries. These are the AAA batteries. They are rechargeable nickel metal hydride batteries at 1.2 volts. And inside the package we get 8 batteries and our charging station. Very much similar, if not the exact same, as the previous one that I already have. Yeah, they are literally the exact same model here. I've already can't tell which one's which. I'm gonna guess this is the older one. It's not as shiny. And then you have your USB-C to micro USB charger. Unfortunately, I wish that it was actually USB-C. Like, I understand that we don't need a high charge speed because nickel metal hydride, while it does have a lot of benefits, to get those benefits, it does have to charge slower than most batteries. Some of those benefits include high energy density in these guys, as well as long life cycle. So they can be recharged hundreds of times potentially. They claim to also have a lower discharge rate just sitting at rest like this, outlasting alkaline batteries. So we'll go ahead and insert these ones. I'll actually give you a variety here. So we got some AAA batteries going in, but then say, you know what, we need to charge a AA battery. It fits in the exact same charger, just like that. If you look closely here, we have this upper spring here and the lower spring there. So the lower one is for our AAA batteries, and then they just all make contact across this top bar here. And then the AA batteries, let's grab one of my other ones, will only make contact to this upper one, while the lower one is for AAA. Just like that. We'll plug in our charger there. Got our animation starting up. Green means that it's either available or fully charged. So we'll go ahead and throw all of our batteries in here, and then if you look super closely, you can kind of make out that there is a symbol of the battery showing that the flat side or the negative side goes over here, while the positive side comes up here by the LED here. Try to ignore the flashing. I can see it here on the camera, but in person, they are not flashing at all. And this is just something that the camera is picking up. I'm sorry. However, these have a lot of really great uses. And let me just kind of bring up the main ones. With it having a 1000 milliamp hour battery, it's ideal for long-term standby situation, like a remote control that just kind of sits on the couch until you need to push a button. It's not sitting on, it's not drawing power, it just sits there until it needs it. These are ideal and rechargeable, so you never have to get new batteries for the remote. Radios, flashlights, things that might spend more time sitting than being used, these will be ideal. One of the nice things about the nickel metal hydride battery formula is that it maintains a smooth power output the entire time. It's a much smoother power output throughout the lifetime of the battery until it does die. Speaking of dying, they do eventually die, and these do advertise a 1200 power cycle as well, so that means you can drain them and charge them all the way back up 1200 times, as well as offering a 30-day money-back guarantee and a 12-month warranty. So the money-back guarantee is easily warranted through Amazon, but also you can reach out to them. But if you need help with that 12-month guarantee that they offer, they have a business card that comes with it. You'll just email them there for this card even says a 2-year warranty on that. Look at that. So it's a 30-day refund or 2-year warranty, where they'll possibly just swap out ones that go bad before you reach those 2 years. These do advertise 70% of power will be held after 3 years of just sitting. So if you need to leave this in something that's just going to sit for a while, they guarantee that this battery, if not used, will be able to hold its charge up to 70% of it for 3 years. That's some reliability. So like I have a door lock, the deadbolt on one of our doors. We don't open it very often or close it, but it is an electric lock with like a fingerprint and everything like that. But we don't use it very often. It's on one of the doors that just doesn't get used very often, but if we do use it, it holds 70% of life. It's not just sitting there dying like a regular alkaline battery might. I myself have some lights in a closet because this older home didn't have lights automatically put in. I use these POWEROWL batteries to charge those, to run those lights, and then once the battery dies on those, I can just swap them out. With that long shelf life, these would also be really great in an emergency kit. One thing to take note is that they do take quite a while to charge. This uses a trickle charge method. All of these will charge using one power source at 5 volts at 2 amps, which is like 10 watts, which is really low, super slow charging across all of those batteries. So that means it does take a while to charge, but that's what you have to do with a battery that has a really long shelf life, is charge it slowly, just so that you're not burning up the chemicals that are used in a battery. So I saved this for last, but if you have an application that's like higher draw, like say a wireless mouse or keyboard or something that's used on the regular basis, or just needs a little bit more battery life, they do offer a Pro Series battery. I saved this for the end for a reason, but this is what the Pro Series POWEROWL Pro looks like. These are the same nickel metal hydride batteries, however they do carry more power and they are designed for higher use scenarios. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're like, hey, you know what, I don't need something that's going to have that long shelf life or standby, while still will offer that long shelf life standby period. These are designed for higher use, things like a mouse or maybe your digital door lock that's in a high traffic area. These are ideal for those higher traffic areas or areas that you just need to have a little bit more battery life. I think this is a fantastic buy. You already know because I bought these myself beforehand, and then they reached out and said, hey, you want to show off our AAA batteries? And I said, heck yeah. So here they are, the POWEROWL AAA batteries. If you have any questions about these or anything else, I know that I think I saw on a previous video, they're like, hey, can I charge other rechargeable batteries? You might be able to recharge nickel metal hydride batteries. However, you can't recharge lithium batteries and alkaline batteries. Those other ones will not work. And if you do put them in here and it does not like them, this, granted you see a flashing red light now, but I don't see that. It will flash red. It'll turn green when they're charged, they're solid red when they're charging, and they will flash red when you put a battery that is either dead, bad, or not a proper battery. So that also will be a cue for you when these ones are dead, is that the light will start flashing red saying, hey, this isn't charging. Then you can say, hey, you know what, is my 2-year warranty up? Swap it out for a new one. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to get these ones for yourself, I'll have links to them down in the description below. I am an Amazon affiliate, so using those links do help to support this channel with no additional cost to you, of course. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.